Hello, believers, ministers, sinners, and first-time visitors. Welcome to the first and biggest tabernacle. Today, we got a message of joy being delivered. So please stand on your feet and lift holy hands with me. And welcome the L.A. Symphony. Hallelujah.
Okay, check it out. See us on my whole house. Burn down to nothing and go tumbling about. Not one of us was hurt, no, not even a scratch. Yes, indeed, I've got God to thank for that.
And there's only something to give me life, that's for real. True passion's name is Christ, bloody spill. Nailed to a cross on a hill, whipped and stabbed. Jesus Christ, superstar, his angels in
I
his
got a
bag.
brother named Jesus, last name Christ. And when I get emotional, he makes it all right. I can call him in the morning or the middle of the night. On the real man, he'll change your life.
Me and Jesus rolling in my car while I work. He tells me it is okay, I wear the same blue shirt. Every day doing something I don't really want to do, and I like that. You could say me and him are cool.
And Joe the Shirt is off the cuff. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Joe the Shirt's off the cuff. I am your host. I'm Joe the Shirt, and I am recovering from a fun hump day show yesterday with my friend Christine Celestino, who was nice enough to be here yesterday, joining the show, and we're just having a good time. We had such a good time yesterday. We ended up doing 2 shows at her request, because it was, you know what, there was more that she wanted to get off her chest. And if you checked out the pictures I posted today, you know she's got a lot to get off of her chest. I'm just saying, okay? I'm chilling, maxing, and relaxing today here. Chilling and maxing today with Slim Lizzy's cocktail. Now, I do not shill for Slim Lizzy, but it is just a funny concept. I picked these up at the 99-cent store, which lets you know where I'm at these days. But it's an alcoholic pouch. It's a pouch with a little zip top on the top there. It's 90 calories per pouch, so that's why they call them slim cocktails. And it's basically a wine cooler, but designed to simulate other flavors. Like this one here is supposedly a cosmopolitan. It's low cal, has real fruit juice, and 5% alcohol by volume. Yay! Non-carbonated. Yeah, no, you can put these in the freezer, and you can make a slushie out of them, which is a lot of fun. What I love here is what they have in the back here. Enjoy with friends, at home, or on the go. On the go, really. I got somewhere to go. Give me a Slim Lizzy before I start driving. Oh, my God. So I said we had a good time yesterday. After the show, my girlfriend M came by, the Russian, and she came to the house. She came home, and we went out to Barney's and had some nachos and drank tequila. Just had a good time, and it was just a gang of fun. And you heard how fun it was yesterday if you listened to both shows. Just too much fun. Now, as you can see, today's title is Foie Gras and Porn. What happened? Okay. What happened? Well, as a lot of you that have been following the show know, the County of Los Angeles, and actually lots of parts of California in general, are going out of their way to pretty much fuck up everything that's good about being in California. First and foremost, they're trying to put like bans and limits on medical marijuana outlets, which I think is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that marijuana is illegal in the first place, because let's be honest, you've never ever gotten into a fist fight with somebody that was smoking weed. Okay, it just doesn't really happen. But we're not talking about that. We're going to start to talk a little about foie gras. Apparently, animal rights groups are threatening to sue a couple of chefs on the banned delicacy. Now, foie gras, from what I remember, is something that you get from, I don't think it's a goose or a duck, by overfeeding it. You just keep shoving food into its mouth until certain organs just pretty much explode, and then you get to enjoy what that is. It's incredibly cruel. It's incredibly non-PC. PETA does not enjoy them, but if you've ever had foie gras, you know it's worth it. An animal rights group has sent threatening letters of legal action against 2 Orange County chefs who continue to serve foie gras at their upscale restaurants. The chef serves duck liver at Arc in Costa Mesa and at Broadway by Amar Santana and Laguna, drawing the ire of People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, once again. California banned the sale and purchase of the fattened duck liver on July 1st, but chefs Noah Blum and Arc and Santana have found what they believe are legal ways to continue serving the French delicacy. I can't wait to hear this, actually. I haven't had a chance to go through these as much as I would have liked, but, you know, when it comes to restaurants and French cuisine in particular, I do know that foie gras is very, very big. They love it. The French chefs can't get enough of it. And by the way, France is pissed off at us for this one, because France is probably the biggest exporter of foie gras in the world. And the fact that California, which is one of the biggest states in the country, and among the biggest states with fancy French restaurants, decided to ban foie gras, the French are pissy about it. All right. According to Santana, quote, "No one has the right to tell people what to eat or not eat. Just because you're vegetarian, vegan, or love animals, it doesn't mean your neighbor feels the same way." Agreed. I absolutely agree. I've said this more times than I can count. I'm on top of the food chain. I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I feel like. You know what? If you put a plate of dolphin in front of me, I'll fucking eat dolphin. Guarantee you. I'll do it. It probably tastes just like tuna. Fuck it. Or chicken. Okay? Swimming chicken. That's as far as I'm concerned, that's what a dolphin is. I'll eat a dolphin or a porpoise, whale. Give it to me. I'll eat it. According to this, Santana was offering a free side of foie gras with a $55 glass of wine. The wine is very popular, Santana says. That's clever. I like that. He decided to go around. It's like, hey, we're not selling foie gras. We're giving it away. Last week, Broadway served 50 orders of wine and went through about 12 pounds of foie gras. If you've ever had foie gras, it's typically not served in large amounts. Think of it like almost like a dip kind of thing, like a pate. You don't need a lot because it packs a lot of flavor and a lot of fat. Let's see. According to PETA, however, who took issue with the chefs, they said you should not think that you can skirt the law's prohibition on sales by giving away foie gras to customers or providing it for free with the purchase of a $55 glass of Sauternes. According to PETA attorney Matthew Strugger. Blom received a similar letter for using foie gras in some of his off-menu dishes. So that's another way to get around it. It's like, okay, we just don't tell anybody that it's on the menu. We just serve it. It says he was rendering foie gras sauce for a 42-ounce steak dish. 42-ounce. Jesus fucking Christ. And said that because the ingredient wasn't a focal point of the item, it wasn't advertised on the menu. Quote, "People don't even know they're getting it until it's on the plate. That's where PETA and I disagree," Blom said. Okay, then, and of course Matthew Strugger came back. If you order side salad and it's listed as a salad and you get tomatoes, nobody thinks you're getting free tomatoes. If it's part of a dish which he is charging money for, it's a sale, it's a transaction, and it's prohibited. PETA has made it more sought after, creating this cult craze. So, apparently the fact that PETA tells you can't have it means people want it even more. I am not a fan of PETA. Now, I am a fan of animals. I love animals. Love my dog. I love animals in the wild. But as I've said many, many times, again, I think too many people have way too much of a cordial attitude and relationship with the animal kingdom, okay? don't think for 10 seconds that an animal won't kill and eat you if it has the chance. If you come across a pack of hyenas, you're dinner, pal. It'll be a funny dinner because they'll be laughing the entire time, but you're dinner, all right? I am against the cruel treatment of animals. I am, but I have my limits, especially when those animals are delicious. So I'm not a big fan of PETA because, they take it too seriously. Was it about a year or two ago, they were suing SeaWorld for slavery. Yeah. In case you forgot about that story, you haven't heard before, they were suing SeaWorld because they use orcas, also known as killer whales, in their shows, and they believe that orcas are smart enough to be considered to near human intelligence, and that being said, forcing them to perform tricks for the benefit of entertainment without compensating them is a form of slavery. To which I was deeply offended because the very idea that you're comparing 400 years of some of the darkest times in American history to what a couple of swimming mammals are doing is bullshit, okay? I don't remember the last time that a killer whale was hobbled because he tried to get away. That doesn't happen, okay? I don't remember the last time a killer whale was lynched. It doesn't happen, all right? And yes, I'll be the first one to agree with you. Yes, killer whales are very intelligent animals, and so are dolphins and porpoises and all that great stuff. But you know what? They're still animals, and we like watching them do stuff. You know what? You could, for that matter, you could say that any aquarium, any zoo on the planet is using animals for human entertainment that they're not getting paid for. Okay, that's slavery by what PETA says. So again, you'd think I'd like PETA, but I don't. According to this quote, now that I am on the radar with PETA, I'm more careful, Santana said. I think they're sending people already to order and try to catch me in action. Customers came out specifically because they knew it was going to be the last day, and others wanted to try it because they knew it would be banned. I gotta tell you, I like foie gras, and if I can get it again, I'm gonna get it again. It's really that simple. Like I said, I'm on top of the food chain, and I'm gonna go with it. Now, you know what? We're gonna talk about porn as well, but we're gonna take a little break right now so that I can have more of my delicious, slim Cosmopolitan here. All right? I'll be right back. Today's music is being brought to you by LA Symphony. That first song you heard was called Church, and this one is called Crap. Church and Crap. I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm off the cuff, and I'll be right back.
Oi, this goes out to the sucker boys. Yo, give me a task, it's done, no questions asked. I'm authentic, I don't wear masks. Cut the chase, gentlemen, let's be curt. If the truth hurts, the truth hurts. You'll be in pain and the game remains today. The hand you're dealt is what you have to play. My rhymes heartfelt is what I have to say. Been on my mind for some time, I now relay. Run the laps on the path of thought process. The only way to succeed is if we progress. Say it clear and adhere to your vision. Through thick and thin, we gotta keep the faith living. Be yourself, but don't become complacent. The clock never stops, it's always in rotation. So whether stationed in Jackson or Japan, keep it all moving till the heartbeat can't.
To be or not to be, maybe or maybe not. We're in this together, right? Some of us may have forgot. I'm focused on my have and have nots. I have a little bit, he has a whole lot. I stop and think, how is he equal to me? This fool ain't wrote half as many verses as me. It sucks really to split the pie even. It's all fair and ends well, I'm not believing. You ain't drum beating or cutting the wax if you ain't in meetings or practice. Where you at?
All right, that's enough crap by LA Symphony. I'm Joe the Shirt, and I'm off the cuff, and I'm back. talking about a bunch of the stupid laws and rules and bans and what have yous that LA County specifically and California in general has been enacting around here. All the stupid shit that they think people want. And this is something I've talked about a few times, is that you guys got to get out there and vote. You really do, okay? I know it may not seem to matter to you, but the fact of the matter is that a very small percentage of people actually go out and vote. And it's the ones that are trying to stop you from enjoying your life that are the ones that are going out and voting the most. So, I mean, a lot of times in any city you happen to live in, 15 to 20% of the population is deciding for you how you get to live your life. Okay? That's an incredibly small percentage, okay? And believe me, I know exactly how hard it is to get stoners to get out and vote, all right? It's not an easy thing to do because stoners like to get stoned. They don't like to, they don't want to do anything else. They want to be stoned. You know, so getting them to be motivated is tough. But you have to. You know, I voted to legalize marijuana in this state, in this country. I voted to keep circumcision legal in this state. I voted to keep porn in the hands of the people that make it, which is where this next story comes up. Now, last year, I talked about at length many times about how the requirement of Los Angeles County to make sure that porn actors wear condoms when performing in porn films was stupid. Okay, it is stupid. It's dumb. First and foremost, there's not a person on the planet that wants to watch porn or the dude using a condom. I don't care who you are. It's not hot. It's not sexy. It's not hot and sexy in your personal life, and it's not hot and sexy when you pay good money to watch it, or you watch it for free online, whatever it is you're doing. Okay, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I love me some porn. Love me some porn. Can't get enough porn. I would say that since the advent of the internet, I don't think I've gone 2 full days without watching porn at some point or another. Okay, that may sound like a porn addiction to some of you, but I don't care. I loves me some porn. So what happened? LA County decided that if you want to film porn within the county lines, and you would need a permit to do that, you have to have condoms on the set. And the condoms have to be used by any male performer. You got to put one on. It doesn't matter if this actor got tested, and it doesn't matter that he and the person he's having sex with, sign a waiver saying that I would rather just do it without the condom. Nothing. They decided, just a blank statement. Every guy in a porn movie has got to wear a condom. And I said a long time ago that this would be hurting the porn industry, which a lot of people in California really don't give a shit about because, it's porn, it's bad for you. And you know what? There's more than enough people watching it to let me know that there's a lot of hypocrites out there, okay? But what ended up happening is the porn industry would either leave Los Angeles County, which for the longest time has been the porn capital of the planet. We're talking about $1 billion a year industry here, okay? We're not talking about, just something here or there, a couple of mil here or there. We're talking about better than $1 billion a year industry that, where it's not just about hiring actors and directors and having producers. It's also about cameramen, craft services. It's such a big business and such a big part of it. And a lot of guys that work on normal movie sets or TV sets, when they need a little extra work, they'll work in porn. All right, that's what they'll do. Make a little extra scratch here and there. And LA County was reaping the benefits, both in revenue, in wages, and in taxes. All right, But now everybody's required to wear condoms, and that has been reflected in how many permits have been issued this year. Do you know how many permits have been issued for the year 2013 so far? I mean, we're almost at the end of the 4-month mark. A third of the year is almost gone. Do you know how many permits have been issued in LA County? 2. That's it, 2. Not 200, not 20, 2. All right, just 2. And when you consider that normally LA County issues 500 porn film permits a year, that means that we're currently short 164 permits. That's 164 permits where the county would be getting money, where the revenue would be taxed, where people would be making money on the books, which means they get taxed, and thus the county makes money. We are down 164 permits for the year so far. Let's see, according to this, let's see here. Okay, I love this. It's a steep drop. No shit, Sherlock. Both of those applications came in January. All right, so we haven't had anybody apply for a permit since January. So what's been going on? People have been filming elsewhere. Ventura, nearby Ventura is where people have been filming. And then there's also the people that are still filming in Los Angeles County, but just not telling the locals about it. You know, the local legislation, whoever issues the local permits, and anybody that's interested in collecting taxes, hey, we're not telling them about it either. They just went underground. And we are losing money. And allegedly, you know, this bill passed by about a good 57%, again, for the condoms in porn, and 57% of 20% of the voting populace. All right, so because there are plenty of people out there that live in Los Angeles County that are not registered to vote. So that means that the population of people that actually voted, made this decision, is even smaller. So I find it very disturbing, is what I do, because all it does is hurt California. And people talk about how that they were doing it to protect the actors from, you know, the spread of venereal diseases and AIDS and stuff like that, and meningitis. And the fact of the matter is, you know, these guys are adults. Okay, this is not a workplace issue. Okay, it's not like, you know, you're working with toxic chemicals and that's part of your job, and you know the chemicals are there. No, you are having sex for a living, yes, and there's always the risk that, you know, you might catch something, but you accept that risk. You know, so it's not the same as working at a chemical plant. All right, so and all it's doing, like I said, is hurting California. So once again, thank you, all you conservative douchebags out there, for making life here in LA just a little bit harder than it needs to be. Appreciate that, really. All right. Okay, I think that's is that enough local news? I don't know. Oh, we can there's more local news actually having more to do with eating of animals. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a pangolin is. Pangolin is a mammal. It's a small. It looks a lot like a lizard. It looks like an armadillo and a lizard had a baby. Apparently, some very large Chinese ship was wrecked near the Philippines, destroying coral reef there. And when people came to help the ship and then inspect the ship, they found about 2,000 dead pangolins on the ship, which is traditionally used as food, and it's scale-like skin used in traditional Chinese medicine for anything between, you know, you can't get your peppy up, Steve, or, you know, to help with a cold, or to help you make your woman more fertile, you know. So, yes, people are eating pangolin. Now, once again, I will let you know that if you gave me pangolin, I'd taste it. I would. Absolutely would. But but maybe not if I knew that they were as endangered as they are. They're a highly protected species because there really are so few of them left. So going out and eating pangolin, I know you're probably thinking, well, Joe, you said you'd eat dolphin. What's the big fucking deal? Well, so far, there's still lots of dolphins out there. As far as I know, dolphins are not on the protected species list. We're not running out of dolphin just yet. But yeah, people are eating pangolin. More animals in the news. This is one of my faves here. Authorities believe that a 78-year-old man thought to have tied a puppy to train tracks in Riverside County last week may have been senile and didn't fully understand what he had done. So let me get this straight. This guy takes a puppy, carries it over to a train track, ties it down to the track, and walks away. And we're supposed to believe that he didn't understand what was going on. Apparently it was some sort of a poodle-terrier mix. The man told Agent Sal Pena that his family didn't want the dog and didn't know what else to do. So there's no shelters anywhere nearby. Don't know a neighbor or something. Couldn't just abandon the dog somewhere. You had to go and tie it to a train track. Okay. All right. Let's see. We all know that shootings are in the news constantly. Acts of terror constantly in the news. We all know about what happened in Boston on Monday. Horrible, horrible tragedy. One of the bigger stories that's come out of that, obviously they found some video that gives them clues as to who they think it is, did it, who dropped the bombs off, made with pressure cooker parts. But one of the biggest tragedies of this, because the bomb itself did not kill a lot of people. Last time I checked, it killed about 3, maybe 4. But what makes it worse is that a lot of people had to have limbs amputated. Legs, arms, and that may be, for a lot of people, I know, that might be harder than dying. When you lose a limb, you're literally losing a part of yourself, and a lot of people do not know how to handle that. You ask any soldier that's had to have amputations done, where they, now need to live with a prosthetic leg or an arm or a hand, and it's not a big surprise that a lot of these people do go and kill themselves. They do commit suicide because they feel that there's something missing. They're incomplete, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a limb. Some people, when a woman has a hysterectomy or has to have her ovaries removed due to ovarian cancer, there's a big part of her that believes that she is not complete. She's not really a woman anymore, which is why, when a man has a sex change, first and foremost, got to get rid of that cock. You can't have a cock. You want to be a woman, great, but you can't have a cock and be a woman. You can't. I don't care how small it is. Okay, it has to go, and that's a psychological truth in their head. That they need this to be whole, to be complete, to be considered a human being. Very few of us appreciate how great it is to be able to get up and walk somewhere. We don't think about it because we've had our legs all this time, and we enjoy our legs and they're fun. But unless you're like a runner, or you're into karate, or or skiing or cycling, that kind of thing, you don't think about your legs very often. You really don't. If you're not really into working out, you don't think about your legs, and you don't think about your left arm very often. Especially when you're right-handed. But as soon as that left arm is gone, Let's see you, button up your shirt. Let's see you take a piss, and you will realize just how much you miss that arm, and how you lose these limbs. I honestly can't tell you whether or not it matters. Some people may lose a limb because it was an accident. Some people may lose a limb because of disease, and other people will lose their limb because they were near an explosion and the bomb went off and it shattered so much of that limb that it had to be amputated. You know, and I mean, you miss it to the point where so many people have reported that they still feel the limb there. They can feel their fingers or toes moving. And there's a tragedy I never, ever want to have to experience, much like going to war. I don't want to experience that. As I've said many times before, I don't want to have to be that brave, ever. And which brings us to Glee. Now, Glee is the, sitcom-style drama that involves a lot of singing. It's a musical show, you know. I've never watched it. I know people that have, and they love it and all that. But apparently people are all pissed off, especially over at Newtown, Pennsylvania, where when Glee did a show that hit a little too close to home. The topic, a school shooting. In the episode, the titled shooting star, one of the students of McKinley High School, a girl with Down syndrome, played by Lauren Potter, brings a firearm to school where it discharges. This is coming nearly 4 months after the horrific shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, which apparently was a little too much for the parents to deal with. They were like all pissed off that, you know, they weren't informed of the episode before it happened, or that they aired the episode at all. And I suppose, yeah, they would be rather sensitive to it. And I remember when I did a show about that particular tragedy, and those of you who were listening, I lost my shit. I was crying on the air because I thought it was just a little too horrible even for me, especially when you're talking about shooting very young children. Okay, that was a little too much for me, and I understand where they're coming from. I mean, it's one thing to do a well thought out, sensitive show about these kind of tragedies, you know, because they do it about 9/11 all the time, and bombings and war and all that. But you know, when you're doing a show where where it's the entire show is a musical, it's like, we got shot, there's a nutcase in the yard, and we got shot. Nobody is going to be, big on that one. I get it. That was, of course, I'm doing it now, but that's me. But yeah, Glee. The people over at Glee may have wanted to think that one through a little bit more, because more people pay attention to Glee than they do to me. We're going to take our last break right now. Please keep listening in. I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm off the cuff, and here's more LA Symphony and their song Friday Night Flavors Drop.
Friday Night Flavors, LA Symphony. It's fantastic. What's up, John? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. NC Minus. It's fantastic. J-Rock. It's fantastic. LA. It's fantastic. LA Symphony.
On the wall to your street, you'll find markers from my journal. Due to this ghetto, people dig my lyrics like turtles. Call me Circle Infinite. It's wedding band, blinded finger here to stay. Many come and go with Vegas lounge singers as my words linger. SBO and cell blocks, the world's a compound. Watch baby ripple as J-Rocks. Papa Lock, a.k.a. the Stone Temple Pilot. Victorious until the clouds drop rain violence.
I'm in a turtleneck and Hawthorne. I'm drinking coffee. I got the cream out. It's not lofty. I'm eating soup now. They call me Softy. I try to tell them niggas, get up off me. See, I'm not a follower. Friday night taught me and brought me into the light of Mr. Chalk. See, we setting trends now. And let the other fools become the sheep that picks up fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm the mic hustler, chicken feather ruffler, the one that test the muscle out, got a clean muffler, MC soul troubler, double the hysteria.
All right then, that's Friday Night Flavors Drop by LA Symphony. Joe the Shirts, off the cuff. Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you here. God, I run out of time. Even by expanding the show from a half hour to 45 minutes, I run out of time. I can never get to everything I want to talk about, and it makes me nuts. Anyway, okay, we've been talking about, God, so much that we talk about porn. We talked about Sandy Hook again, Glee, and all that good stuff. A little bit of a personal note right now. I got a friend, a Facebook friend. It's somebody I've never even met, who posted a picture of some liberal propaganda or conservative propaganda. No, it was conservative propaganda making fun of liberals, where they were talking about, all about gun control and comparing. In the picture, it was comparing President Barack Obama, to Adolf Hitler. And the young lady that posted it, I think Maria Cantu, she thought it was just funny, okay? But I saw it, and I took a little offense to it, which is a rare thing. I don't get offended by much. So I made a couple of comments on there. I thought it was, seriously, you're comparing Barack Obama to Adolf Hitler, and she responded back, hey, you're the one that wanted to be friends with me, not the other way around. I just posted because I thought it was funny. And you know what? I had to catch myself there, because I'm a big person, and I believe that I've known myself a long time, good 42 years now, and I'm very rarely found without a sense of humor. About anything. But this one kind of caught me off guard, because I thought she was being serious. So I was just trying to enter a little bit of a debate there. I was trying to attack her. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But she took a little offense, and I am sorry for that. By the same token, I also think that, thanks to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Google and Reddit and Tumblr, we all have the opportunity to become celebrities. And if you don't know much about celebrities, you should know that as a celebrity, as a public figure, things you do and say, your very image, is no longer really your own anymore. I mean, if you're Alec Baldwin and you're walking down the street, people can just take your picture if they want to. That's a fact. You're on a public street, and you are a celebrity, they can take your picture as much as they want. You Twitter something that somebody catches, they'll put it on YouTube, or they'll put it on the internet, or, on Yahoo, and all of a sudden it's like everybody knows that, you like raping puppies. It's like, hey, hey, you're a public figure, it's okay. And I think sites like Facebook and Google and Twitter and all that, basically it makes all of us that are on there celebrities. So whatever you post on there that you decide to make public, again, my apologies for taking what you thought was funny too seriously. That's my bad. But you have to be ready that people are going to have knee-jerk reactions. They're going to have a little bit of a backlash on you. And it's happened to me many times. Right here on this show, I've had people write me emails telling me how stupid I am, what a fucking moron I am. Will you please just shut the fuck up already? I can't believe anybody allows you to go on the air. And I'm like, well, I paid my $39 for the year, so I can do this. But, I expect it. Whatever I talk about, anytime I post anything, be it pictures, video, or this show, the audio, I'm ready for somebody to, or somebody's to give me shit. I'm good with it. I expect it, and I think that if you're going to post anything publicly, you should be ready for it as well. But again, my apologies for taking what you thought was funny, and I could see where it can be funny, and I wasn't trying to bring it down to the not funny. I just didn't know that you thought it was funny at the time. So again, my apologies to you. I just wanted to lay it out there. Now, having said that, I do have my reservations about one of my biggest pet peeves, which is people offering me unsolicited advice on my dog. I love my dog, and I take care of my dog. My dog goes to the doctor way more often than I do. He gets his teeth checked. He gets his physicals. He's got a microchip in his ass that lets me know where he is if he gets lost. He's got a scanning collar that people can scan his butt to let people know who he is and who he belongs to, that being me. So I take very good care of my dog. And I really don't appreciate unsolicited advice. That's, while I don't think of my dog as being my child, that's as close as I can get to, because just imagine somebody telling you how to raise your child or how to take care of your pet. I take serious offense to that. Just about 2 days ago, I'm walking the dog, walking Jack, and we're walking by a 7-Eleven, and Jack has a really bad habit of enjoying taking a dump at street intersections and driveways. And we were walking past the 7-Eleven driveway, and boom, right there in the middle of the driveway, he decides he wants to pop a squat and take a shit right there. And there are cars coming, there are cars trying to get out. So I give him a little yank, stop him from taking a shit and, bring him over a half block over so he can take a shit there, We crossed the street, and there was a woman that saw this from her SUV. And once the light changed and she crossed the street, she slows down her car, slowing all the traffic behind her on a busy Tuesday morning, where all these cars are trying to get. But she stops traffic so she can yell at me and say, "Hey, you really shouldn't pull your dog like that." To which I told her to go shove it. That was the mature response. And I had like 3 people around me. They just started laughing their ass off because they couldn't believe that I was just yelling at some random woman to go shove it. And another woman asked me, he's like, "What did she say to you?" And I go, "Well, she was telling me not to pull on my dog, but he was trying to take a crap in front of the 7-Eleven driveway, and I didn't want us to get hit by a car." And she was like, "She should mind her own fucking business." And I'm like, "That's what I'm saying." A dog, intelligence-wise, is a perpetual 2-year-old. That's the average intelligence of your average dog, is the age of a 2-year-old human child. And I don't know of a single parent on this planet that at some point didn't see their 2-year-old about to do something incredibly stupid and dangerous and then just grab that kid by the arm and gave him a fucking yank and took him back and go, "No!" And yes, it's possible you can rip your child's socket out of its arm, and you might pull a muscle or hurt the kid, but compared to what the kid was going to do to himself, like say, I don't know, stick that paper clip in the outlet, I would rather he have a sprain than be charred and shot 30 feet from, plugging in a electrical socket. That's just me. I don't know. Very similar thing happened a couple of months ago when I'm walking the dog and, he starts barking at somebody. I just told him to shut up. And some woman follows me into a store and says, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that, my dog recently died, and it really hurt my feelings that, you were yelling at your dog and told him to shut up like that." And I just very politely said, "Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but I really don't give a shit about your opinion." And she was like, "You're just rude." And I'm like, "I'm rude. You're the one walking up to a complete stranger telling them how to take care of their dog. Go fuck yourself." And okay, maybe that was rude, but that's how I felt about it. You just don't come up to me and tell me how to do things with my dog. Just saying. In any case, that is my time for the day. Thank you for listening so much today to Joe the Shirt's Off the Cuff. We have more music now, not by LA Symphony, but by Lali Puna and their song, Move On. Once again, I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm Off the Cuff. Talk to you tomorrow.
Rock, rock, come on. Rock, rock, come on. Everybody, come on. Rock, rock, come on. Rock, rock, come on. Rock, rock, come on. Everybody, come on. Rock, rock, come on. We're rallying the party rally. My ninja from San Diego, Cali. We running the streets and alleys all the way down to Brawley, the Death Valley. You couldn't tally my battles on medals. I travel the metal, the foot to the pedal, the wolf in the metals. My pack is harder than needles, magneto clapping torpedoes. My show is lava than Tarantino beatings, leaving you all in the fetal. How many really wanna meet up with my millimeter? My caliber is an animal, scavenger, cannibal. Sticking my jackknife in your cannibal, but your simple common flaw is your camouflage is nothing but a fraud. And your entourage is just one blonde broad. We want you to know that we ain't playing anymore. We came to rock this place, so you better move right on. Rock, rock, come on. Rock, rock, Respected of my manners of manners. I'm smacking cameras like David Bannock, going bananas. Wearing bandanas in the Bahamas with your baby's mama. Looking a lot like Bin Laden. Got you tracing the plots I've been plotting. Only a lot of head nodding. Not a soft people stopping my jargon for those that listen with caution. I'm marching the pit with albums and hits. Lounging in the Oval Office. Cater my roster chicken and waffles. How awful. I'm quite possible. The opposite. Get off of it. Some say articulate that tickles the bits with lips that spit to rip. So you just best quit. Yeah, I'm talking to you. We want you to know that